Hi friends, I'm Pradeep, your math mentor, and I'm here to guide and ease your anxiety by giving you few last minute hacks for SAT math. We keep wondering, right, on how to increase the math score. But trust me, it is very easy if we master these skills that I'm going to talk about. As we understand, the math section, we have math calculator and math non-calculator section. Math calculator comprises of 38 questions and the total time allocated is 55 minutes. Whereas the math non-calculator section comprises of 20 questions and the time allocated is 25 minutes. Hence, you overall get about 80 minutes to solve your math section. Let's understand hack number 1. Now, the hack number 1 is to use your given options wisely. The first and the foremost thing, what you need to do is read your question properly before you even start answering, as SAT math questions are designed in a way to see if you can find shortcuts. Always start with the middle option and see if it is higher than the previous one. For instance, let's look at question number 1. So the question number 1 says 9a raised to 4 plus 12a square b square plus 4b raised to 4. The question here is which of the equations given below are equivalent. Now if you see equations that is being given over here, as in the options which is being given, I might use the formula a plus b the whole square, which is a square plus 2ab plus b square, and open the bracket and see whether it is equivalent or not. But that's not the way you should solve when it comes to SAT. Now the problem is it will consume a lot of time. Rather, use the technique over here which I am just giving you. Look at the first option, 3a square plus 2b square the whole raised to 2. So 3a square, if you take 3a square the whole square is equal to 9a raised to 4. Similarly, second option, 3a the whole raised to square is equal to 9a square. Third option, 9a square, if you take the whole square, it comes to be 81a raised to 4. And the last option, 9a the whole raised to square, you get 81a raised to 4. So out of all of these, the closest one or the first one that you can take is directly the first option. Hence the first option is the right answer. So this is the way you have to complete your answers accordingly. So let's look at question number 2 here using the hack 1 basically. It's 2n plus 1 the whole square minus n minus 5 the whole square is equal to 16, and they're asking you to find the value of n. The option given to you is 1, 2, 4 and 5. Now as I mentioned in hack 1, what you have to use is use the middle option. So say I use option number 4 and I use substitution method over here. So what happens is if I use substitution method and I substitute 4, what I'll get the answer is 80. Now which is not equal to 16. So my third option is not right. So rather I use the previous one. So what is the previous one? The previous one is option number 2, which is 2. So if I substitute 2 in the current equation, I'll get 16. Hence my answer is the second option. So the best way here is just to substitute and see the middle option if it is correct or not. If not, then go for the previous one. And that's the best way of actually saving your time and doing the sum also in an appropriate manner. So let's talk about hack 2. Hack 2 is basically knowing your formulas pretty well. Now, what happens is there are certain formulas which are being given in the exam, but if the formulas are not being given in the exam, what do you need to do? There are formulas that you need to remember. So let's talk about those formulas. The first formula is a equation of straight line, which is y equal to mx plus c, where m is the slope of the line and c is the y-intercept. Now m you can find by using the coordinates y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. The next is the quadratic formula, which is y equal to ax square plus bx plus c, y equal to a x minus p into x minus q, and the next is a vertex formula, which is y equal to a x minus h the whole square plus k. Now when it comes to complex numbers, the most important formula that you need to know is I square is equal to minus 1, where I is equal to root of minus 1. Now whenever they ask you any question related to exponential or decay growth, ensure that you use this formula y equal to ab raised to x. In terms of circle, please use this formula x minus h the whole square plus y minus k the whole square is equal to r square. And whenever it is x raised to p upon q, in this format the question comes, ensure that you're using the formula x raised to p upon q is equal to q upon q root of x raised to p. Okay, so what is your hack 3? Hack 3 is, break down your word problems. Usually what happens in SAT is there is word problems which comes in huge chunk, and you get overwhelmed seeing that. The best thing is break it down and see that what is finally they are asking for. The first thing that I would suggest to you is you assign variables like x and y to your particular word problem. Say for instance tables and chairs. So tables will be x and chairs will be y. So and interpret basically the phrases. Say like if they have given sum of, so you use addition, or more than, you use addition. Fewer, so you use subtraction. Similarly, when they say times, you use multiplication. And there are certain things that you need to remember. Say if they say percent more than, say difference upon smaller number into 100. Percent less than, then you say difference upon larger number into 100. So let's look at further tricks, as in this is particularly related to some sums from indices actually as a chapter. So the first sum says that x raised to a square upon x raised to b square is equal to x raised to 16, where x is greater than 1 and a plus b is given to be 2. They are asking you to find a minus b. Now if you look here, I am using the formula a raised to m upon a raised to n is equal to a raised to m minus n. So x raised to a square upon x raised to b square will be equal to x raised to a square minus b square. So if you see x raised to a square minus b square, I can write it as x raised to a minus b into a plus b. And this equals to your x raised to 16. Therefore, if you see here, your x raised to a minus b into a plus b is equal to x raised to 16. Now what is your a plus b? Your a plus b is 2. So can I write in place of a plus b 2? Yes. And in place of 16 can be divided into two parts as 8 into 2. So my a minus b automatically comes to be 8. So this is how I find out formulas which looks a little complicated, but actually it is not, and it is pretty simple to solve it. You can solve these sums in seconds. So let's look at the second sum. This question here is, if 3x minus y is equal to 12, what is the value of 8 raised to x upon 2 raised to y? Now if you see here, what is 8 raised to x? 8 raised to x, I can write it as 2 cube the whole raised to x upon 2 raised to y. Now this becomes 2 raised to 3x upon 2y. Same formula a raised to m upon a raised to n I'll use here, and I'll get this as 2 raised to 3x minus y. Now if you see here, what is 3x minus y? It is given to be 12. So hence my answer is 2 raised to 12. So this is how I am easily doing any sum which looks complicated, but it is not. Thanks guys for watching our video. Hope this was beneficial for you. We will be back with more of these kind of videos. Best of luck for your exams and do well.
To explore how IMS can help you, check the links in the description box below. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to stay updated.